Hello, my darlings. My name is Victoria, and this is Veritas Tarot. Sagittarius, I'm going to do the first of your 2022 readings for you this evening. We're going to be using my new Moonology manifestation cards. I've split the deck into four different parts. I split it into the new moon, the first quarter, the full moon, and the last quarter for you. And for each card, I'm going to back it up with one of my Spirit Song Tarot, just to see where you are, what advice Spirit has for you in terms of what you're setting out, what your intentions are going forward this year. I hope you, and on that note, I hope you had a very lovely end of last year. Thank you for all your wonderful messages and support. I am always so very grateful, lovely Saggies. So my darlings, let's move forward with your reading and let's see what wants to come out for you. This is the new moon cards for this Moonology manifestation deck. Thank you for Sagittarius, for those that most need to hear it. And as the card is coming out, it's just there we are. If the message resonates with you, darling, it simply means you're remembering what you already know. As I give a message from Spirit, if it's the moment for you to hear it, you will remember, you'll understand, you'll resonate with it. If the message doesn't resonate, my darling, it simply means it wasn't for you at this time. There'll always be a reading out there for you at exactly the right time as guided by Spirit. So interesting card, very lovely, interesting card that's come up for you right at the beginning of the reading. This is open up to change. This is spring here coming in. You've had you've had a period of what I feel for you, a feeling is sort of stagnancy. Things haven't been progressing as much as you would have wanted them to progress. And Spirit is saying we're all simply energy, my darling, and when we're emitting a fear of change, a fear of things happening that we may not want to happen, we tend to remain in that space because that's where we're giving our attention and our focus. So open up to change, embrace change, whatever it is that the universe is trying to do for you at this time. Change is that process of evolution. Everything that we're going through is the evolution of our soul, my darling, and everything that you are going through in your life, every event, every experience, every person, your soul is calling forward. You're causing and creating it all in order for your soul to go through that evolutionary process, in order for your soul to remember. And it's to remember it is a member of a part of all that is the I am. It is a part of everything. And we're not an individual sort of stuck here in this lifetime. We are here as this beautiful collective group of souls having a physical experience. So open up and embrace the change that is coming into your life, even if you've been fearing because you've been in this place of nothing much has been happening and you don't want things to necessarily change. You might be quite comfortable in the space that you're in, but you're a little bit bored. Open up and embrace change, because that you have to go through a change in order to come into the next stage of your evolutionary progress, the next stage of your life path, and everything is working for you. The universe is your friend. The universe has your back. So, but that change is a bridge that takes you from A to B. So embrace it. It is the Godding process. It is the gift of divinity. So open up to change, my darling. Very, very big, important message for you here. And also in this opening up to change, try not to control the change too much. Try and observe it, detach from it, and see how life is flowing for you. Because in the attachment to things, in the worry about things, and the trying to force maybe something to happen, you're giving negative attention to the situation, and you are causing a friction, you're causing a resistance to that which the universe is looking to bring to you at this time. So try and go with the flow, literally take your hands off the wheel, or with this river, take your hands off the oars. Just go at the natural pace, because when you go at the natural pace, you can observe everything that's happening for you along the way. So let's see what else comes out for you, my darlings. Thank you. Now, somebody will tell me, by the way, what this tree is, and it's one of my favorite trees, and for the life of me I can't remember, but it's a beautiful, beautiful tree, and it has a meaning. So if somebody can put that name of that tree into the messages, then that will be wonderful. So look at this, 8 of acorns, energy and results, comes right back to where attention goes, energy flows. Set your intention forward forward, my darling, not back. Don't wake up in the morning. Try not to wake up in the morning and think too much about the past, because in doing that, you're living in the past. You're not living in the present moment. And your energy, your attention is on that. Therefore you have an attachment. That's what's holding you back. You have this attachment. So my darling, try and how do I describe the spirit? So it's if you are energetically bound to something and you wake up in the morning and you're thinking about it, it is lowering your vibration. And what spirit wants you to do is step into a space of creative energy. And in order to do that, you have to give your attention to it. So what is it? Again, I talk about this a lot, that you love to do. What is it that inspires you? Because that creative energy is far much more powerful than any energetic bonds. But in order to release those bonds and step forward, you have to come away from them. The other way, a powerful way of doing this, and where attention goes, energy flows, is to create that space of stillness within you, that space of silence. That's sitting in stillness, sitting in meditation, the same thing, because when you do that, you're drawing your attention away from whatever situation. You're coming into the nothingness, you're coming into the stillness. And what then happens is that your energy shifts. And therefore you are allowing yourself to focus forward, and you are releasing what is bound you to the past. Really important, my darling, because you've gone through, as this eel in this Eight of Wands, you've gone through a huge transformation, and you've actually adapted much more fluidly than you thought you could. And so continue to be highly aware, highly observant, continue to move forward fluidly, be open up to change, keep embracing the change that's happening in your life, even if it is making you feel uncomfortable, because it is taking you, this new moon is what you're looking to manifest. Be open up to change, because it's saying that everything is positive. So focus on that positive mindset. Believe this has already happened for you. Believe it, because it has. As above, down below, the universe has said yes already. But let go now. Let go of it and focus forward, taking that best step forward. Focus forward on the present day. And just know that what you have set your intention for is coming in divine timing. But it's not going to help with you worrying about it or dreading taking the next step, because out of fear of the unknown. Because the unknown is amazing, because the unknown is not something we know. Therefore, the unknown is full of all sorts of wonderful variables and all sorts of opportunities, all sorts of things coming towards you. So now, where are we? Let's look at the first quarter moon for you. So this is the sort of obstacles. There we go, wanted to come out. So this is come straight back down to this: trust the universe. There is something extraordinary about trusting God, trusting the universe. And in doing that, you're trusting yourself, because you are a piece of that. Your soul is a piece of that. Trust, 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 my darling. Anthony Hopkins quote, believe, believe, believe. And if you can't quite believe, play the game of belief, because that is sheer power. Act as if this has already happened and get on and have fun, because the universe responds much faster when you're having fun, when you're in that high vortex, when your energy and your focus and your intention is on forward, not on the back. Release that past now, darling. Don't forget it in that it's not important, but release it in the understanding that it's brought you to where you are today, and where you are today is absolutely perfect for what you're looking to manifest tomorrow. You had to go through all of that to be here now, manifesting what you're looking at bringing in. But it all comes down to this present moment. What you think, say, and do now, you're placing in your future. So look forward with utter trust that the universe has said yes to this. And the universe is bringing it in for you. But you've got to put your ego aside. You've got to put your fears, your anxieties, your worries to the side. You've got to just go into that beautiful trust, that place of trust. Thank you, Spirit. The Four of Swords, the bear. So during this period of time with this Four of Swords, this sanctuary, this rest, this rehabilitation, this long period of winter almost that you've been through, when things do quieten down. There is rest, there is stillness. You know, the earth has to rest in order for spring, the blossom opening up to change to happen for you. You've had to go through all of this. But during this process, my darling, you've appreciated this time that you've been given. You've appreciated the value of this rest, this renewal for you, this quiet, because it's given you the opportunity. And that is something that has been given. Whatever this time with COVID and everything, it's given you a chance to ponder, to reflect, to go through a healing process that you needed to go through. And it's also allowed you to, you can't heal in the place that you were hurt. So it's allowed you to distance yourself from whatever it was that had caused this emotional upheaval. But this emotional upheaval was necessary for you to let go of attachments that you had that were pulling you backwards. The only way now, darling, my darling, is forward. And I love to see this bear here, because the bear is such a symbol of coming into grounding and wanting that space and quiet, wanting that alone time, wanting that solitude, because we can only truly come home to ourselves. We can only truly get to know ourselves if we embrace the solitude, if we embrace this time alone, we embrace the quietness, we embrace the stillness. And if you are meditating and you are sitting in that stillness, you understand what I mean. If you're not, it's the next step about you opening up for change in order to facilitate a new shift, a new energetic shift within you. So let's have a look now at the full moon. So this is sort of the pinnacle of the situation for you, the emotional pinnacle of the situation for you. Thank you for Sagittarius. Thank you. So you've got take a reality check. So this for me, and I can see here, there's this beautiful goat here up this mountain path. Take a reality check about where you are right now, darling. This goat represents how sure-footed you have been on your journey. And it can be quite a treacherous path for goats, and they tend to go quite high. And the mountains represent the spiritual ascent, the emotional, the release that you've been doing. Take a reality check of how far you have come. This is hugely important for you at this moment in time, how far you have come. And be proud of yourself and respect yourself and honor yourself for that. You are not who you used to be, but don't be cross at that person that you used to be, because that person doesn't know what you know now, and that person had to go through what they need to go through in order for you to be in this awareness where you are right now about your life. So say thank you to you in the past for whatever happened, but be so proud of yourself, how far you've come, darling. Be so proud of yourself and understand that you have done this in slow, steady steps. And I know sometimes, you know, patience is one of the things that Spirit wishes for us. It's one of our first big remembrances or lessons. But, you know, this path is about thinking thoughtfully. It's about taking those little steps forward as and when we know that we've been guided to do so by our inner truth, by our inner voice, and also by guides around us, to take a reality check. And don't be surprised that the universe has closed doors on things that are just not meant for you anymore, because they're not in that vibrational space that you are, and you are ascending all the time. And this is where this goat is so beautiful. You can see how far up this goat has come. Take a reality check. So let's see. And so they're showing me right now on the bottom of the deck, the Ace of Swords, another goat here. This is exactly for you, my darling. You are at the moment expanding in confidence. You are, the Ace of Swords talks about the clarity and the insight that you're getting, the communication now that you have within yourself, the communication, the realizations, the remembrances, those extremely beautiful higher self, clearest thoughts that come in from the divine source energy, that is creating a strong connection with you and your soul, and you're coming home to yourself. And this is really beautiful, this Ace of Swords. Just continue to be really receptive to whatever is happening. That's why be open and embrace this change that's happening in your life. Or if it hasn't happened yet, be ready for it because it's happening soon. Be open up to change. And one of the extraordinary ways of doing that is to say, I am ready, because I am puts you in bang in the present moment. And the I am is the I am, all that is. And you're saying, I am ready and open and willing and to embrace whatever change, whatever opportunities, whatever it is that is intended for me. Sorry about my phone just making a little noise there. So now we're going to look, and that's the pinnacle of the whole thing, okay? That it's almost like you still don't trust yourself, and there's still some self-love there to come in, because you're looking at your reality around you and relying too much on what you think, how you are within that space, within that realm. But this is why it's so important to sit within the stillness and to meditate, because when within that space, you are all that is the I am. You are without ego, you are nothing without all of that ego. And therefore you're releasing all the time that which bound you to the past, because there is no ego to attach it to. So continue to do that, because that's what's bringing in this clarity for you. That's the pinnacle of the situation here, is to really and truly look at where you are now and really appreciate yourself for it as well. You've done something extraordinary. And I'm also looking at the transformation card here as well. And now we're going to look at the last quarter card for you. This is the sort of conclusion of this reading of what it is that Spirit's asking you to let go of, etc., etc. Let's see what Spirit has for you. Thank you for Sagittarius. Well, I don't think I really need to say much more. Be proud of yourself. This is just an affirmation of the Take the Reality Check card. Be proud of yourself, my darling. Be so proud. You have, thank you, Spirit, you have, in what has been a really quite unpleasant time for you, and where you felt alone a lot of the time, you've withstood, you've more than survived, you've thrived in it, you've grown, you've shed, you've released, there is so much you've gone through, and you've also come into such a sense of deep rooted groundedness, and you're now able to provide that space for others, that protection, that shelter for others as well. And so be so proud of what it is, because you made a decision, you made a choice. You could have, my darling, you could have, of everything that's happened for you, you could have seen that everything happened to you, and then you could have gone back and repeated the same old cycle all over again. But you haven't. You made a choice to step back from this. You made a choice to take responsibility for your happiness. You made a choice to take responsibility for your own healing, all of which is incredibly courageous to do. And you made a choice to not wish to react anymore, but to renew, to move forward. So be really, really proud of yourself. There are things you're not seeing at this time. There are opportunities that are present for you at this time that you're potentially not seeing. You're actually facing in the direction of them, but you're not seeing them. So be very aware and very open and very observant at this time, and keep saying thank you for whatever it is that's coming in for me. I am ready and open to receive. Thank you. Last card for Sagittarius, please. Thank you, Spirit. Gorgeous, gorgeous reading. Ace of Crystals. This is the Ace of Pentacles, my darling. This is the yes card, like the Ace of Swords. This is the yes card from the universe for what it is that you're looking to manifest. This is this divinely timed gift for you. It's something playful, it's something fun, it's something rare, it's something that needs looking after, it's something that needs tending as well. Do you see, it's waiting for you on the other side of that bridge I talked about, that's taking you from A to B. This is the change. So be open to change, be open to stepping out of your comfort zone, be open to taking a leap of faith, trusting that if you're feeling it, and this is something that is part of your creative expression, part of your pleasure, part of your desires, part of something that makes your soul sing, makes you really happy, then this is what your soul came here to do. It's part of your life path. So take that step forward, embrace the change, because there is this extraordinary Ace of Pentacles there, a beautiful divinely timed gift that's there. This is your, whatever abundance means for you, and you're creating a whole extraordinary foundation for yourself. It always comes down to patience, because it's divinely timed. So it's a reminder for you that when we cause and create, when we're manifesting, we're doing all the time, subconsciously or consciously. And sometimes we're doing it singly if it's something that's could be perceived as sort of minor. But for the most part, when it's something that's the big part of our life path, we're doing it in conjunction with other souls. So there are various other things that have to happen, jigsaw pieces that have to go into place before this can happen for you. And whatever you are looking to do, whatever venture, whatever relationship, whatever this means for you, at this point of time, you are laying the foundation for it, a strong foundation. This could not have come in for you where you were before. So be so proud of yourself for everything you have done and everything you have shifted and changed, and remain very calm and centered and grounded. Be very observant. Try and detach yourself from the ego side of response side to things as much as possible, and just be very open and aware of everything unfolding now for you. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful reading. They're asking me to do one more for you. This is the White Sage Tarot. Thank you, Spirit. One more for Sagittarius, please. Okay, my darlings. 6 of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. You've done this before. You've done this before in different lifetimes, okay? 6 of Wands, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Keep moving forward. You're coming away now. The storm has passed. You're coming away now from that hermit mode. You're being asked to embrace the change. You're being asked to step forward more now. That rest time, that repair time, that sort of restoration time, that is... you're moving through, you're coming away from it. And so Spirit is saying, just keep heading forward, keep moving forward, even though you don't know what's on the horizon, because you've got the Wheel of Fortune here. Expect the unexpected. Remain centered, calm, grounded, stand in the middle of that wheel and observe it all happening for you. Try not to get attached to any specific outcomes, because it closes the parameters of opportunities for you when you focus just on one particular area. But just focus on the big picture of it, on what you want and why you want it, and just let the universe take care of all of the surprises and delights for you along the way, because that's what they're saying with this Wheel of Fortune. You've completed a huge cycle, darling, and now you're about to have a hugely fun, magical time where you're not going to quite believe what is coming in for you, but it's because you have shifted so much and released so much. And I'm going to leave you with the 3 R's: release, relax, receive. You're releasing all the time. You'll continue to do that whenever things pop up and trigger for you. Relax, enjoy yourself in this present moment, have fun. Remember to have fun. Stay away from negative things, stay away from watching the news. Try not to have negative conversation with friends or family about what's not happening, but rather talk about what you wish to happen, what is happening. Believe, 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 and receive. You deserve it now. Go into that receiving mode. There's nothing really that you need to do other than taking those slow, steady, thoughtful steps like the goat on the mountain, being guided, knowing that you're guiding yourself as well, stepping forward now into what I see as a truly beautiful year for you, my darling. So what a lovely way to start, Sagittarius. So much love to you. I will be doing the next lot of readings for you, hopefully in the next sort of 10 days or so, as I'm getting back into my stride of 1 or 2 readings a day. So in the meantime, take care and have a rest of a very lovely day, my darlings. Lots of love. Bye-bye.